super random live. Player, but
what in the world, man? Okay, here we go. Effects. Green screen. There we go. I don't know why this isn't showing up right. Settings. Hey, Donnie. Hey, you got to bear with us, man. Hey, Jesse, you got to give us a minute. We're trying to get all these settings right. We're doing a few things at the same time here. So I'm trying to get all these settings right over on TikTok, and we're trying to stream on Facebook and YouTube as well. So it's new software, new platform. It's kind of challenging. Okay, I think Calvin's on. Hold on a minute though. Yep, I can hear you, Calvin. I can hear you, Calvin. You're there, but you're by yourself. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me see about that then, because that's not supposed to be right. On the second link you sent me. Go to that second link. Does it end in Y6GD? Yeah. Okay. So it gave me a new link. All right. Let me send you a new one. Remember how I told you it'd be a new one every time unless we made it where it could be reused? Oh, okay. Yes. So let me. Yeah. Let me send you a new one here. So, it's always fun trying to send a new link because I have to email the link because you got to go from phone to text message. You know what I mean? So I have to email and then check the email on my phone, and it's all good stuff. Hey, Mike. Hey, Gary. Hey, Jeff. Got people coming in pretty good. All right. Gosh. Everybody's bouncing around waiting for this thing to go dark. Man, I seriously think that's. I remember Y2K vividly. We all thought the world was going to end. We didn't know what was going to happen. We were partying like it was 1999. Okay, hold on. Now I got to check my email and get that. How you doing? Where's the party moving to? That's a question. We've been looking at several apps. Me and Mike have been brainstorming about good places everybody would like to go. I know people have mentioned Lemonade, which I just jumped over there and looked at it. I'm not a big fan of how that's set up. It's basically TikTok, just in a different format, but it's not TikTok. It's weird. And so I looked over at Clapper. Okay. Yeah, got the link. Jump in there. It's very similar to TikTok. It's a good place. Very good option. So until we get something figured out,
And for the very immediate future, you can, and this is not going to be a permanent fix at all, but for the immediate future, you can find us on Michael Page Allen, same username as here, on either Facebook or YouTube. We're actually streaming there now on Facebook and YouTube as well. Even though we're not doing a good job of it because we're on a new platform. But anyway, you can follow us over there until we figure out more, and then we'll let you guys know where the new permanent home will be. Hey, Calvin, I see you. I'm fixing to put you on. Okay, hold on.
Over there, got you over here. Yeah, I think personally, I think we're maybe looking at a maximum of 48-hour ban here on TikTok. That's just a guess. The new administration is going to come in and identify, and I know Trump wants a shot at putting his people on it to see. I mean, you got to remember, our leaders have new administration and new access, so they'll know if the NSA, or I'm sorry, I don't know what I can say on here, but if any three-letter organization has found breaches or leaks in TikTok that would be a threat to the government or people, he would be privy to that information, right? And he's also privy to know that there's some buyers interested. So I think he's going to bring it back up for at least another 90 days to get all the insights. I don't think he wants to shut 140 million Americans down and their businesses down. I don't think that's where he's wanting to go, you know.
Hey, Mike, sorry, man. I'm terrible about friends requests on Facebook, but I will get to you. I promise. I apologize. I see where you said you've sent that. I honestly need to go through and clean some friends out in order to get some new people added.
I have a play button on this other app. I don't know why. Should be there, I guess. Can you hear me?
I'm seeing you good, Calvin, and I think I can hear you. I got YouTube on here, so let me see. I think I can hear you too. I just turned it down because I didn't want to get a bad echo.
Sorry, dude. Hey.
Yeah. So we're sounding good on the YouTube as well.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, but Facebook. Let me check Facebook and see what we look like there. I actually need one more. We had a request for someone to come on.
Why would you like to come up for? Or dude, have you been up before?
Yeah,
I don't recognize the name.
I don't recognize the name either. If
do you own a business?
We got to be super careful about who we bring up, just because anybody that we bring up on TikTok, we're not really going to be able to hear them good on the other app because we don't have everything meshing together. Not saying that we're not going to bring you up. We could. But give us a rundown real fast of what you're hoping to talk about. While he's doing that, I'm going to check Calvin update on job. Have we talked about job? I think I may have already talked to Hart in the past.
I know these names. They all.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, remember Calvin?
Oh yeah, I think we talked to you the other night. That's right. Yeah, okay,
we did.
I'll pull them up.
Okay, go ahead, Calvin. Thanks.
If I can get him up here.
If you guys are watching on Facebook Live, or if you're watching on YouTube, then we are also streaming on TikTok, and we're going to pull a guy up and talk to him. And I don't know how much you're going to be able to hear, but I'll try to relay some of it as we go. It may slow us down a little bit, and this is going to be a little clunky because we're trying to.
I don't have an external speaker to set next to the phone to pick up the conversation. You know,
I'm going to try. I want to turn my phone way up, and I'm going to try to bring it a little bit closer, and maybe the YouTube people can hear it.
So, Hart, dude, how's it going, man?
Yeah, I just wanted to give you an update. I talked to the property owners, and they're it's like Willowbrook Communities, whatever, and they were like, "We'll send one of our lower managers there to meet you there Monday on site." So it's really cool because instead of ruining the contract, they came to reason because I told them, I said, I met with the commissioner, I went to the DPW, and nothing can happen until April 1st. And I got estimates on the water disconnect and sewer disconnect. So I kind of saved the job because they were going to bounce me off the job. But they don't know what they're doing. And it's like you have these accountants, and then you have the architects, and they're two totally separate things from demolition. So, like, you can't just tear down a house all willy-nilly.
Right, so I got a question for you. So what you're saying is the major complaint you had the other night was they didn't want to communicate. They didn't want to face-to-face. And it sounds like somehow you managed to establish that communication. How did that go?
Yeah, you know what I said? I said, listen, let me take down the small barn in the back. And if you want to bounce me after that, that's fine. But I'm not going to be giving you money back on your $15,000 deposit because I'm already wound into this thing.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I just and it's just, you know what it is? They have like 500 employees or something, 300, it's something massive. And when you have like multiple properties and you have properties in Boston, you just become this entity that's so big and it's so huge that I can see why it's confusing. But they never met me. So they assume, I think in people's mind, they assume the worst because they're afraid of getting sued. They listen to the news all the time, and it just brings them down. So if people knew who I was, they'd be like, oh, you live like 3 streets over? Oh. It's my boy, my neighbor.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's unreal how vicious the media gets everybody going. And everyone's paranoid and scared of each other.
Well, I will say this, Art, that the difference in your voice tonight versus 2 nights ago, I can honestly tell you're in an entirely different state of mind. You sound so much calmer, so much clearer. I just want to say congratulations on that, brother.
Yeah, because the thing is, over the last 10 years, I've been sued. Well, over the last 15 years, I've been sued like a dozen times. And I got out of it, but the only one I couldn't get out of is the EPA.
Right.
When they hit hard. And they write you bills that, like, I think they wrote one bill on a house demo in Brookfield. It was $50,000 or $25,000. And it wasn't even my property. But the thing was, it was snowing out. We took down a house, and they cited us. But I don't have an EPA lawyer, so I learned law the hard way. And one of those things is it's like you always have to write down anything you see before and take pictures of it beforehand. So like the EPA went there and shoveled the ground in front of the police, and I was on site because I was like, what is this? Literally every department from the town was there, and it was like 12 guys, and it was so funny. I shook every single one in the line, all their hands, right? And then they shoveled the ground because they won't let you touch it. We shoveled it. It was only 2 inches deep. And I'm like, there's nothing here. This is probably 10 gallons or whatever. It's just diesel. But, it's just the paranoia. I don't know. The EPA is way over.
So that's what you got cited for, was spilling diesel?
Yeah, it was a heating oil tank that tipped over in the snow. It wasn't even entirely my fault because the ground was already messed up when I got there. But it was in the snow. So, they talked to the old owner who was only 2 houses down. But, I mean, my thing is, literally, you could have just taken a shovel and just threw it in the back of a pickup truck. But they call the big boys when they show up. They show up in those monkey suits. And literally tell you, do not stand near us. And, they make you're kind of in a little jail. And then they, start writing on like these documents and stuff. But like, who's going to cross-examine them? Nobody.
Well, that's the big push, right? With the Chevron Act, they're saying, hey, these agencies shouldn't be able just to make their own laws and rules that affect us in our daily lives and our ability to make a living.
Oh,
And they've been allowed to do it.
It's incredible what they have done.
I understand some of the rules. I'm like everybody else. I want to be a good steward to our planet. I want to take care of our planet. I mean, I think most people do. But when they have rules like this that are just like totally nonsensical at all, like if you wash a car and that water rolls into the gutter and they track it down because you didn't absorb it, if there's a trace of oil in it, you're responsible for it. It gets to be a mess. And you unfortunately, you fell into that trap and someone was looking to get you.
I found out that somebody wanted to take me out.
Yes, they did.
Exactly what it was.
And the guy was rich and he was mad because I wasn't cooperating with him with buying the land. And this bank in California owned the land and I didn't give him the number. And then he came out. He goes, the EPA is coming in there. Because he saw a little spot, and you're talking 6 months later in the summer. So like I did my job, but then I got cited when it wasn't even me. I wasn't even me, and I didn't even do it. So I just put the bullet there.
So
What?
just a quick question. What did you learn from this, so to speak? What would you do tomorrow that would be totally different if you had to do it over again?
Well, you just try to be as nice as possible with everybody in neighborhoods. And then the thing is, even if somebody is stepping, he was stopping work, kept coming over to try to stop us from running the machines. And what I've learned is, I think first of all, I should have taken care of myself immediately. But I didn't know that he was even there. I guess it's an unforeseen, but
So sort of your advice to someone, say another guy's open up a demo company tomorrow and he's stepping into it. And the advice maybe you would give him would be, hey, before you start the job, walk the job, inspect it, take pictures, make notes. Before you even accept that responsibility, to know what you're accepting before you accept it. Okay.
If it's snowing on the ground, you have to say, I've looked at the ground. I don't see any spots, because that's the real problem here. It's like, what they did 50 years ago has created these laws where everybody's, a narc and everyone's paranoid. Everyone's taking pictures and videotaping each other. What do you do? That's why all these kids have psychological problems. They're videotaped all the time. You can't even go outside. It's just you walk outside, 17 video cameras. You walk down the street, you go get something at 7-Eleven. You got 400 video cameras on you. Why do you think people are freaking out? I mean, I think that's a crime within itself. I really think.
Hey, Keith.
Yeah.
I was just announcing, saying hello to Keith. He says going out with a bang. Definitely.
Yeah. We need to do a little I don't know. Sometimes I just think maybe the Indians had it right? Villages, teepees, keeping it less expensive, living off the nature, and then just herding buffalo, taking care, riding horses. Seriously.
Or like the Amish, they all got a nice house because they do barn raisings and everybody helps build each other a house, right? It's all community.
Actually, they're more rich than many people in my neighborhood.
Yeah,
it's quality of life. I mean, sometimes.
Well, you're right. It's the definition of what is rich. I mean, I'm rich in blessings. I have a great marriage, great family. I have very good friends. I'm not suffering in any way. I'm very grateful. But rich is something different to someone else. It could mean the newest Corvette. It could mean, they want all the popular stuff they see on TV is being sold to them. And I think rich is definitely a definition. It's different to everyone. I'm very rich. I'm just not wealthy.
No, I'm blessed. My wife is awesome. And her family supports us, and my family supports us. And since we met, So it's been like you really need an army.
You do.
You need family, you need an army. Now that I get the city on my side, they're like, go slow. And so I just do whatever they say. And it's on them, like all this stuff that's oh, I think someone just gave you a gift or something. Anyway,
Keith, you're the man.
yeah. I wanted to say that like somebody flew over to Philippines and then they retired there. They're on TikTok and they're like, this is incredible. They can eat for like $1.
Oh yeah, I see those videos all the time, dude.
And then they're riding motorcycles with 6 seats and they're riding people around, and then there's no regulation over there. If you can do it, they just say, yes, go. And I think there's something to be said about that. It's like whoever ruined the US with all these regulations and codes and building inspectors, we're over policed, way over militarized. We have like 50% of the country's the military or some form of federal government, federal agents. It's really crippled any kind of fun. Remember fireworks going outside, forts on trees that are not yours, building, and then you were what else? You were doing snowball fights. You were doing road, throwing. I don't know. We were mischief, like a lot of mischief, wrist rockets, BB guns, all that's gone.
Good old days,
They don't do anything anymore. I mean, and you know what? Sometimes I'm like, I don't want them out there right now, because until people calm down and start coming, we have to get back to old-fashioned family values.
Well, I think in order to do that, to get back to the old-fashioned way, is we have to take personal responsibility. And I'm just as guilty as the next guy of getting on social media and following. We used to not have this information coming at us so quickly, where we get on social media, we see all the bad stuff and we dwell on it. And I said, well, what I mean is, I should not let that get to me. If I don't know what's going on and I'm blind to it, good for me. It's okay to be blind to something. I mean, I need to focus on me, right? I'm going to focus on my work and my responsibilities. I'm not going to worry about what the other guy is doing. I don't have time.
Right? I don't even, get like, I can read people's facial because I work in sales. And as soon as I see their face, if they have eye contact, I know they're going to be cool. But if there's no eye contact at all, I'm like, uh-oh, something's going on here. And it's the muscles too. Like if they don't smile within the first minute, you're like, oh no, this person's not ready for the price and the project. I did a sale today. It was like $20,000 for a deck. And he says he wants to do it, even though it's winter.
Ooh,
so things are moving forward.
Well, you guys are getting cold where you're at, right? Aren't you in New Hampshire, or I can try to remember? You're in the northern states over there, like New Jersey. Where at?
The top of Massachusetts.
Oh yeah, that's right, Massachusetts. So you're getting cold over there now.
Yeah, but it's not that bad. Compared to like, I just got off the phone with a guy from Kansas, and he's like, we got 5 feet in one shot.
Wow.
School was canceled for 2 weeks. Yeah. So we don't really have any snow up there. It might snow tomorrow, but it's going to be gone. We just did a deck. We finished that job. We finished the garage. We finished the soffits. We're doing good, but the thing is that like, I had 3 phones in 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then the world crashed. Just for sales.
Mm-hmm.
And now things are coming back together. I think Trump, what he's going to do is going to internalize all business, because we can't save the world. We can save us. We can save America. We can try to, but he's got to gut the school system, because these kids are like, they think he's the problem. Half of the country says weird things. I'm like, that's got nothing to do with it. The truth is each and every one of us is responsible for your future. And that's each town and each community and each state, neighborhood. You have to stand for families. That's the network, marriage. That's the fabric that holds everything together. You know, Trump is just one guy that's going to try to do some things, but we're going to have to go right to the university and be like, okay, what jobs are you producing? I don't care if you're a master teacher. All that doesn't matter. China's going to eat our lunch. They're going to destroy us unless we have manufacturing here, jobs, encouraging people, equipping people for the future, teaching guys to have families, teaching women that they should get married and have a family, and then bless them financially and teach them that we're fine.
Hey, Casey, say you got 15 plus years of homeschooling here. Are you referring to yourself as being homeschooled, or are you referring to actually being a homeschooling teacher?
Yeah.
Okay, I see what he's saying. He's been homeschooling his 4 kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand that. I got a lot of friends that are doing that now.
Yeah, no, I can't afford to do that right now. I mean, maybe like I would do a little bit, but I mean, this great schools, James Taylor, is it? And then a whole bunch of guys. They went to Ashburnham private school. I forgot the name of it. It's a president's kids that have gone there. There's some really good schools here, but the thing is that's only like one. I think there's only like 500, 300 kids or something.
So how is this affecting your ability to do business?
Okay, what's going on is you have man boys.
Okay.
Nation is a bunch of man boys.
I like that term. I can see that. I can understand where you're going with that.
And then they're pouring gasoline on it, saying get high, smoke pot, yeah, the best pot. And then they get drunk, and then you can have with all these girls, yeah. And then where does that go? It goes nowhere. That's what's out there, man. You go to the bar, and either they'll be begging for mercy to get out of and away from that, and then find some type of salvation. Of, I'm talking about having a good life. And then, or the women will say, I wish I got married and had a family. And they're 40 and their wombs are dried up.
Right. But what you're saying is,
homes of women.
But what you're talking about is, it's just, unfortunately, we can't raise other people's children. They got to figure that out.
You got to go to the high schools and say, families first. Have a family.
I understand where you're going. It makes it hard to find good, employable people. We worry about our future. But I think, all we can do is what we can do within our power and our authority. And that is just basically, I go back to kind of the common law on things where like common law says, do no harm unto someone else. It says, do not swindle someone else,
Calling you a carbon footprint, bro.
Yeah, well.
This is what I'm saying. These elites go into the schools, say, oh, you get a job. And then they're brainwashing women to go after money. But then at what cost? Destroying the country because we're not building a population. And the two things that grow the healthy economy is population growth and small business. And it's been gutted out in many different ways. Gardner was the richest town in Massachusetts.
Mike said that CapCut's down now.
Oh wow, CapCut's down?
Yeah, I
had
heard earlier that they were saying CapCut and TikTok were both going to be down. It's 10:23 Eastern Standard Time. Everybody's expecting TikTok not to make it till midnight. Hey, Hart, we're going to have to hop off, man. I love everything you're saying. I completely agree with you 100%. We're going to try, if at all possible, to do a little bit of telling people where they can find us, which is, for the meantime, Facebook Live and YouTube at the same name that you're seeing here, Michael Page Allen. But anyway, Hart, thank you for coming on. Thank you for the update.
Yeah.
Go to the other platform.
You guys have a wonderful year. And if I don't see you, I'll see you on Facebook. I'll look for you. I got your. And thanks, Cal.
You bet. You bet. You too, Hart. And you know what? Stay in there. Stay strong. Sounds like things are going your way and good things are happening, brother.
Yeah. Amen.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Thanks. Appreciate it. All right, good deal. So my wife checked over on Facebook and said that everything sounds good over there as well. She also
Oh,
said
that's
we had
always good
a
to know.
comment.
I can hear it on my phone. We're coming through pretty good. I can even hear Hart talking through.
Yeah, exactly. She did say we had a comment on the Facebook Live, and for some reason that didn't come through here on StreamYard. So
That's what I was wondering if that was gonna translate that back and forth.
well, no, I don't see.
Why wouldn't it come up on your is your chat open, your chat window for
Yeah,
StreamYard?
I actually don't see a comment on
I've got a
Facebook.
chat here. Let me see if I can see what the chat says. Any comments? Live viewer comments show up here, but I don't see any.
Comment, dude.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, you have to take the
Oh, I
volume
think I
down.
just signed out. I didn't mean to YouTube. I think I signed out of StreamYard because of my phone touching my screen.
So why can't I see that comment?
Okay,
I don't know either.
back
All right.
back in. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on, Calvin. I'm bringing you back in now. All right, there you go. You're back in. So yeah, David Squires from Facebook commented and said we won't have to worry about most of the stuff that you were just talking about when Trump gets in office. And actually, I think Trump will help some. Even from the school perspective, Trump's talking about giving some really cool incentives to people who homeschool. From what I understand, it's up to $10,000 per child. Hey, Donnie, yeah, we're having one last go at it, man.
And what I'm seeing with it too is that, people say Trump, they just think of the word Trump, but his administration, he's bringing in a lot of people with a whole new mindset to his cabinet. So we're going to see some changes. Hopefully, we see a lot of changes, but I know we're definitely going to see some.
Yeah, I think so too, 100%.
I think it's nice to have someone. I mean, as much as society hates successful businessmen, those of us who run businesses want somebody in with a business mind that sees it from our side.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've done the politician thing for how long now, and what have we gotten out of it? So, I mean, yeah, get rid of the politicians. Let's
get rid of politicians. And
yeah,
give us guys a chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I would once in a while like to get some steak, or just some meat instead of just beans and rice.
Yeah, right, Calvin? Gosh. All right, so hey, Donnie, yeah, check us out on Facebook and YouTube. It's a temporary deal, but for right now, we're just running under my personal page, Michael Page Allen. We're there now. So if you go send me a request, I'll follow you back. But yeah, we're gonna go down with the ship, man. We're gonna see how long this thing stays up. You want to take bets, Calvin?
Originally, I just assumed at 11:59 it was going down, and then someone said no. They said 8:30, 8 o'clock. I don't know how much just TikTok drama, but hey, if we're gonna be here and people are gonna come want to see us, let's try to pass the word and get them to some other platforms. If it only goes down for 48 hours, 72 hours, we'll be back. We'll do this. I mean, we've connected. Well, in this past week, I think we've connected with probably 25 to 35 business owners who have brought a lot of insight to the table,
Yeah, man, we've seen all kinds. I've seen everything. Let's see. Donnie says I went live last hour, first time going live. So you check that box. Hey, Donnie, if it goes black, at least you were able to do it once, right? But yeah, Calvin, we've connected with all kinds of people, man. I've seen our authors. I've seen musicians like yourself. We'll take a minute here and you can tell the new people on Facebook and YouTube about what you do, hopefully. But we've seen, mechanics and pressure washing and demolition contractors. And I can't even
entrepreneurs, people that are getting into software designers and engineers.
Yeah, there you go.
Mean, it's awesome. It's really awesome. And it's awesome to know that us as business owners, like I said, we feel alone sometimes that the world doesn't get what we're going through. And we've made those connections with some people that are like, man, I thought I was the only one out here. I'm feeling all alone. And we just end up having a conversation. They're like, man, I'm going through that too.
Mm-hmm.
Or, hey, I'm interested. How did you do that? I've been trying to think about doing something similar. Whatever the topic is, it's like we're making these connections with people who now we kind of feel like someone's got our back. You know, we're not out to take advantage of anyone. We're not out to step on anyone's toes or hold anyone back. We love to see people being successful. You know,
Yeah,
it's a whole
absolutely.
different mindset. And this app has really let us reach out there to a lot of people. Oh, that's awesome, Mike. It's things like that. I'm happy to answer any advertising questions while I'm in here. I mean, advertising is there's a lot to that. You can go broke quick trying to
Seriously?
do advertising.
Breaking news: Keith Gannett is on the phone and tells me that he is no longer able to log into TikTok at all.
So if we're here, we're here. We're no
So if
longer
we're
able.
here, we're here, and once we're off, we're off. I think
We're
I
off.
think that's what
Oh
it is.
man.
What? You can never log out. What are you talking about? My wife says, "What if you can't log out? We're gonna stay
Don't
live
leave.
forever,
Exactly.
baby."
If you leave, you're done for the day. You won't be back for a few
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah, so that's it. If you leave, you're done. So that means you got to stay in the live. Yeah, yeah.
Whatever you do, don't close that app.
Whatever you do, don't close that out. Yeah, that's right. All right, Keith, man. Hey, listen, you can't watch us on TikTok, so just jump on over to my Facebook and watch us there or YouTube. All right, later.
Where's who at, Donnie? Oh, he must be wanting to know who he's talking to on the phone.
I was talking to Keith on the phone, Keith Gannett. Do I?
Can't log on to it at all.
Keith says he can't get on at all. Go try to get on your phone and tell me if he can or not.
I'm already logged in there.
Oh, you're already on it? You're not off of it?
I mean, obviously not on it.
If she goes off, she may not be able to come
You may not
on.
be able to get back on right now. My wife's fixing to go try it. We're going to see, right?
East Coast. Who's on it?
Yeah, I'm on the East Coast, Donnie. And it is 10:32. I'm in South Carolina. Excuse me. They said 12 midnight. Well, CapCut didn't make it to 12. And my buddy Keith says he can't get back on for some reason. Maybe it's an isolated event. I don't know.
Or maybe those servers are slowly disconnecting one at a
Oh,
time.
well,
There's
my
several
wife is
companies.
still able. My wife is still able to get on.
Okay.
So I don't know.
He's an idiot, logged out of it. Or logged out of it.
He logged out, you think? I don't know. What you think.
He's going out one at a time.
One at a time. Yeah, there you go. One server at a time. God. So Calvin, we got some new people in, looks like, and we definitely got some new people over on Facebook.
We got some new ones on. Hey, everybody over there on Facebook.
So why don't you just most of these people I think on Facebook anyway probably know me. Won't you tell them about yourself?
Okay. Yeah. So I'm a musician. That's my business. And I know people hear musician, they're like, oh, music's not a business. Oh, yes, it is. And it's not about selling records either. Like you see that the business part of it, it's a grind. Every day you get up, you go out, you're looking for those next new customers. You're following those leads. You're doing all the marketing, all the advertising. You're doing the traveling. You're doing the hiring of different musicians, which are actually contract or 1099 employees now. It's very, like I talked to a lot of my friends who are business owners. Matter of fact, most of my work comes from business owners. So we have these conversations all the time about meeting what it's like to be a business owner, right? Like people don't get it. We don't get up and we're not going to get a check guaranteed every 2 weeks. We're not those guys. We're the guys that have to go there and make it happen. Like I said, a lot of times I used to quote that we're not the guys who sign the back of the checks. We're the guys who sign the front of the checks a lot of times. And we see things very differently. You know, we're the guys eating oatmeal that have employees eating steak, and it doesn't seem fair sometimes, but that's what we do, you know?
Yeah, sometimes.
We're self-driven, we're self-starters. We're not sitting around waiting for someone to tell us what to do. We're already thinking that out and getting on with the plan and moving ahead. So that's a little bit about me without putting any unnecessary plugs out there. Yeah. I'm not gonna sit here and plug my music. Oh, hey, come
Shameless
see
plug
me on
away.
such and such.
Yeah.
Because I think this, the topic that me and Michael are doing with is an important topic, separate from the other business. This is about business people helping business people, you know, and trying not to get too involved in what people do because we don't want to give away anybody's secrets or anything like that. We're really just trying to build each other up, and if we know something that works that will help somebody else, and we definitely want to recommend it to them.
Yeah,
Or-
absolutely.
Or play the middleman sometimes. Hey, I know a guy. We like to be that guy. I know a guy. You know,
Yeah.
do you know a guy? Yeah, I know a guy. We're always looking for a guy, whether it's someone who knows how to do something we don't, or someone that may have navigated some waters we haven't navigated. That's what this is about.
Yep, absolutely. And for me, when I first started it, it was really just about, man, nobody really gets the mentality. Like your old friends from high school, they don't get it because they're out working public jobs. Nothing wrong with working a public job at all. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's great for a lot of people, but when you're like when you're an entrepreneur, that's what you do. You eat, sleep, breathe. That's what you want to talk about. That's what you think about. That's what you do. And people just don't get that, man. And it can turn into a lonely, lonely road. So to be able to use a platform like TikTok and connect with all these other like-minded people, dude, I've learned so much. You know what I figured out, Calvin? I'm not completely crazy. There's a
Right.
whole group of people out there that think exactly like I do. I was like, you know what? There's got to be something wrong with me because I'm just never satisfied. I'm always thinking about that next deal, that next thing, that next big thing that I can do to make a little bit more money. Like I can't stop the wheels from turning.
We always have a plan B. What if this
There's-
fails? We're always thinking that way. What am I going to do tomorrow?
Every business owner that I've met on here, we talk about their business and then they end up saying something like, but you know what? I got this other idea too that I really love to do. And it's something totally different than what they're
You
already
went
doing.
silent
I'm like,
on
dude,
here.
you sound
Mike,
like
I can't-
me because I'm doing all these different things.
We're
on
done.
platforms. What happened?
It said live creator turned off on TikTok.
Oh, wait a second. I got to turn you on.
Did you turn this off or did TikTok just go down?
No, my TikTok is still up.
Yours is still
You are
up?
no longer there. Yeah, mine is still up, but you are no longer there. I just had to turn my volume up on the computer to be able to hear you.
Something went wrong. Try again later. Let me retry. Oh, I'm done.
You're done.
TikTok's over for me. Can't do nothing.
Calvin's done. All right, I'm gonna turn the volume up on the computer so whoever's still on TikTok can hear you through my computer speakers. Is anybody still on TikTok, or am I in TikTok land by myself? Somebody give me a comment and let me know that you're still alive out there.
Yep, I can't even follow back to no one. It's shutting down, guys.
I'm scared to even.
Coming your way, Mike. You're gonna be
Yeah,
next
it's
here in
coming.
just a minute.
It's coming my way. It's about to happen. Well, at least we're still streaming on.
I can still scroll, but it's just I'm getting the circle. It's just getting stuck.
Oh no.
I see a couple of videos.
So
The lives are scrolling. The lives won't load.
the lives won't load.
Mhm. It's almost like my internet got turned off.
So you know what? When I try to go to see who's viewing me and I pull up the viewers, it just says server error and all the likes have stopped. And yeah, it looks like we're done, bud. Hold on, wait a sec. My wife's sending me a message. All content is being deleted. What? Nobody has profile pictures anymore.
Oh, wow.
All
Yep, the profile
content-
pictures are gone.
Yeah, all the content on everybody's profile is gone. That's it. It's
The
gone.
servers are going down.
It's gone. That's the end of it. Goodbye, TikTok.
Well, we'll see what happens in a day or two.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess.
I didn't know CapCut was going down. I use CapCut a lot to edit my videos
So
for
I
my
didn't know
content
either.
that I put on even on Facebook.
Oh, wait a sec. Okay, so now a couple people just joined the live again, but it's just a black circle. It says Tim Wiseman joined, James Jacob joined, but there's no profile pictures at all.
I think it's just some of the servers are starting to shut down across the country because, there's Oracle servers, there's, you name it, all these companies that are slowly shutting their servers down. So it's coming.
Yeah.
That's wild. Like now I shut down the app. Let me see if it'll open. It'll open. I can see people's videos there, but my scrolling is like not going anywhere. No, I can't even scroll down anymore. I can't load any new content.
Yeah.
Like I can go 3 videos and then it stops. I can't even. There's 3 videos there that I can see on the For You page, and then then nothing.
And
I go to my inbox here, and
yeah, it's gone.
I can see you're live, right? It still says you're live on there, and I click on it, and it just goes can't watch.
But now it's down to only 3 viewers. It's down to only 3 viewers now, and
I was going to mention to you the Favorited app. Quite a few people are going to the app called Favorited. I downloaded that today too. Favorited. I got a couple people on TikTok just letting me know, hey, I went over to Favorited.
Oh,
So
okay.
That's another app we can look at.
The Ad Man. You remember Mike, the Ad Man? Do you remember him?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he is on our YouTube live, and he says TikTok shut down for me in the middle of using the app.
Oh, wow.
Mike, it's shut down for everybody. I'm still live somehow, but with hardly no viewers. And the viewers that I do have no profile picture. My wife is sending me pictures of.
TikTok is gone.
And now her TikTok. Sorry, TikTok isn't available now.
It just kicked me right out. It just like turned off my part of the live. I was over.
It says a law banning. It gave her a little screen that says, sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. A law banning TikTok has been enacted in the U.S. Unfortunately, that means you can't use TikTok for now. We are fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office. Please stay tuned. And then the only thing she can do from there is close the app. And somehow I'm still on, but
when I signed on tonight, I did see that banner and read it, but I was able to go right in and still scroll, and I was able to join the live. But yeah, apparently they're shutting down the servers on us.
It's only 10:30.
I know it's only 10:30. They did it earlier.
And
what a way to go out.
I can see quite a few people across the top that are still live, but I can't go into their lives. So it's throttling them down.
My wife feels like my wife says it feels like we're on the Titanic and I've already got slung off and died. I'm like, Leo, I'm holding on. I'm holding on to that piece of wood. I'm like, no.
I go, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. We needed to break up in the monotony, right?
Yeah, we needed something. Jeez. Let me see. I'm gonna jump on.
Any luck on that chat? I'm gonna try to join the chat on this.
So the YouTube chat is coming through. It's the
chat
Facebook
with anyone in the studio. Okay, with everyone in the studio, but I don't see any chat at all taking place. Join the chat. Okay, I'm gonna join the chat. Connect. I guess I gotta connect to YouTube.
No, you shouldn't have to.
I shouldn't have to, right?
I see the chat, and the chat so far it's just the ad man that's chatted, and he's chatted from YouTube because it gives a little YouTube symbol beside it. The problem is there's people chatting in Facebook, and those chats aren't coming through. But I've got it pulled up over on my phone so that I can see it. And we've had a bunch of people jump in and out from Facebook, but it looks like we don't have very many viewers right this second, though. I lost you, Calvin. You're gone. Where did you go? Oh, there you go. Hold on.
But yeah, I don't get to see anything on there. All I see is just you and the
Uh-huh.
live saying we've been live for 15 minutes, and I see me. That's all I see.
So on the right of the screen, you don't see a chat bar?
No.
Huh. All right. Well, let's
Hmm.
see.
I have a little chat bubble at the bottom. When I click it, though, it says if you want to enter chat or start a chat, and then every time I've tried to go in there, I end up losing connection with you. Let me see this more button. Comments. All right, let me see what are the comments. StreamYard comments show up here. TikTok shut down for me. Okay, I'm seeing the admin.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
TikTok
So
shut
that's
down for me.
in the middle of using the app. That's
Yep.
right. What a way to go out.
What a way to go out.
That's the only comments that we've gotten from those comments have come from the YouTube chat. Now, for whatever reason, we've had comments in the Facebook chat that are not showing up on that.
And I can't see the YouTube chat like in real time. There's no box down here that I can see for it to scroll on. I wish I could have another like phone I could show you what I see.
Yeah.
It just says you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you. That's what it's telling me. But I guess because I'm not the host, that I'm just a guest, I don't get to see the comments and ask questions. Only you're privy to that.
I guess if that's the case.
Unless we can co-host. I don't know how we would do that.
So the admin says I didn't see you live on your Facebook when I went to your page. I wonder if the live is just for friends. I wonder if I have to add you first before you see the live on Facebook. At least you found us on YouTube, though. I'm glad you're here, admin.
It's asking me stream this. If I want, I'm going to the settings, like stream this to your audience. Here's the comments. I don't want to click on them again because I don't want to disconnect. Weird. Okay.
Yeah, it's strange. We're gonna have to figure it out. Oh yeah. So at the very right, there's a banner or there's a ribbon that says comments, banners, media assets, style, private chat, and recording. Do you see that or that ribbon on the far right of the screen?
That's only for the creator. That's only for you. The guests don't see it.
Well, that stinks.
Well, that's for you're basically controlling it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
You wouldn't want to bring a guest in and have them start messing with your life and moving stuff around.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But still, you can't. I don't know if I like that.
I wonder if when you bring a guest in, if you can give them certain authorizations, like moderating authorizations.
Yeah, see, that's what
I'll bet you that's what it is. If you went in on your end to me, like we do on TikTok, there's probably a moderator. You can make me a mod and give me privileges, and then I can see the chat and read it with you.
All right. So if I drill down into your profile here, it says I can edit your name, I can edit your mic settings, I can kick you from the studio, or I can ban you from the studio.
Yeah.
What else can I do? I can remove you right now. That's all it says. Oh, hold on. Let me go to invite. All right, we'll have to figure it out because I'm not seeing anything that looks like it's an immediate answer.
Just about any of these things, you're able to bring in other admins and moderators. So I'm sure it's in there somewhere. We just got to figure out how it works.
Oh, wait a sec. You know what? You've got a little Calvin mute edit mic. Oh no, that doesn't do it either. All right. Well, we'll figure it out sometime when we're not on. So I'm still on TikTok.
Yeah, it still shows you as live.
And I'm live.
Like I can see your box is still red. You're lit up. I just can't go into it. I go to click it and it says couldn't watch the live. And I can see across the top of my screen, like one of my buddies raising boys, the older millennial, Hello America, Tiffany Fiance, Tony, they're all still on their lives.
So I'm still on mine too, but when I click viewers to see who's still viewing, it won't show me who's viewing. It says that I still have a few viewers, but it won't show me who they are. And
yeah, I literally when I hit the home button, I cannot scroll videos. I have the same 3 videos. I'm stuck. And if I try following, I can't see any of the people I follow. No internet connection, it says. Weird.
Really?
Branding creators, follow an account. There's nothing there. It's just blank. Everybody's gone. No
Yeah.
stems. Nothing. Wow.
Well, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. It's done.
Well, hey,
So let's see. David Squires from Facebook says, hold on. Let me read. My phone's so messed up that I can't really read these comments on this phone. It says, I'm a business owner myself. If we get rid of TikTok, the world will not stop. Facebook and Instagram still going. Yeah, David, Facebook and Instagram is definitely still going to go because they're from, a different.
a lot of people don't understand. It's just social media to them. It's like, so what? You can't watch your favorite puppy videos. That's not the point of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
What we're talking about is there is a lot of people's incomes that derive off of TikTok, where TikTok pays and rewards its creators. Places like Instagram and Facebook charge us to show our own followers what we want to see.
So I've heard two big numbers going around on Facebook before it shut down. Obviously, one said that it was 3.4 million, and the other one said it was roughly 7 million. I don't know which number's correct, but I would be willing to bet that it's somewhere in between that. But that's the number of people who are making money. Well, even if it was 1.6, could you imagine if any other industry had 1.6 million people that were fired in the blink of an eye? That's what just happened. These people were making money on this app. Some of them to the point where that was all they were doing. They had quit corporate jobs to do this.
And think about it. We were having this conversation about, as business owners, man, these content creators that were getting paid to make content became great advertisers for products and business people. I could hire a content creator and say, hey, man, will you bring awareness to my business for me? What would you charge? And they would charge it just like a radio station or a TV station would. And they'd put in the content. Now people knew, hey, Michael's got a product out there. This guy has a reach. It was working for everybody. Where doing that on Meta does not happen. They would charge that content creator to get on there and talk about a product and then ask him to pay to advertise it even more to reach followers. And I mean, everybody's doing that funnel clicking and everything else stuff to get in. It's just a ripoff. It is just a total money ripoff. You cannot get ahead on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Meta, Instagram, even Google, it's all pay to play.
All pay to play, And they act like they're doing us a service. They're not doing us a service. We're doing them a service.
Mm-hmm.
All because we want to show pictures of our puppies and talk to our grandkids. That's how it all got started.
Yep. I don't know, man. That algorithm, it's something else. I don't know. I think they got to bring it. I mean, they got to bring it back, right? I think they got to bring it back.
Oh, it's definitely coming back.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way that it doesn't come back.
I just think we're gonna get a day away from our brain rot. Instead of being glued to our brain rotten apps, we're actually gonna have to do something with our lives, which is good. Like tomorrow, I'm back to work. I need to save my voice anyway because tomorrow I'm back to work. I have a show tomorrow night. My vacation's over. Yeah. And then, of course, Monday, I'm going to be glued to the TV like everybody else, probably YouTube or whatever, because I'm going to be watching that inauguration. I want to see what's going on. I'm excited for our country. I'm excited for change and hopeful for something good to come.
Yep, absolutely.
Definitely a patriot. Hopefully everybody else is. I mean, I don't care kind of what side of the aisle you're on. I'm a patriot. I want good things for our country and good things for Americans. That's what I want.
Absolutely. I agree. 100%, Calvin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've still got about 5 or 6 people there, and I don't know how many's on YouTube. The admin says that he's subscribed on YouTube and that he'll keep an eye out for us. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And then my TikTok is down to 1 viewer.
That's probably your other phone.
No, because my other phone is on Facebook.
Oh no, it's on Facebook. That's right.
Yeah, my other phone's on Facebook because the comments
So-
won't come
So
through.
what you're saying is right now it's just you and your Chinese spy. That's all you have left.
That is the best TikTok video I've ever seen. Did you see the one where he's like, "I'm your Chinese spy, and I got a few things I just want to say to you," and then he gets like super serious. Dude, Calvin, I have not laughed so hard in a long time, dude.
No one here, just be my Chinese spy now.
Yeah, it's me and King Jong Un over here. You know, we're watching Facebook. Or we're watching something. I don't know what we're watching. Jeez. Dude, I'm telling you, that's hilarious. That cat and that red note thing everybody's going to. I know it's
Not me, man. No, I don't want no part of it.
dude, it is hilarious. I went on it, was scrolling through, like just to watch. Obviously, I'm not going to put any credit card information or anything in it. That'd be ridiculous. But some of the stuff that they got going on over there is ridiculous. Like it's hilarious. But those people are nice, dude. Like surprisingly, they're like, we woke up this morning, like, and they speak really good English. It's not like these. It's not like a Spanish person that speaks decent English where you can understand it, or like Indonesian people, you know, like with the heavy Indian accent. Like these Chinese people speak really good, very understandable,
Very
English,
clear English.
very clear. And these content creators over there, they're all like, we woke up this morning and there's like hundreds of thousands of new people on this app. All you TikTok refugees are here, and they're just like, well, welcome over. You know, let me give you some tips and advice and all that sort of stuff. They're super nice. It's
And that's
pretty
what that other app is doing that I was telling you about, Clapper. It's the same way. It's like, well, welcome TikTok refugees. Now let's explain the new rules since you're here. We're not about follow for followers. We do. It's like they're telling us don't California. They're Arizona, like we like to say here. It's like don't bring your old TikTok
Did
stuff.
you just say
here.
don't California our Arizona?
Yeah, a lot of us over here, we have like banners on our trucks and stuff, little signs that said, don't California our Arizona. We don't want you here. Don't come over here and make it like the place you left. And there's a lot of these apps saying the same thing about TikTok. Don't come over here and bring your TikTok attitude over here. Come over here and be nice. You know?
Yeah, don't TikTok our Clapper, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Gosh, that's funny. I never could get on Clapper. Yeah, I tried, and dude, it was hilarious.
Their servers are backed up. I'm telling you, there's
Gotta
a big change. People are jumping over on all these platforms, and I don't think they were designed to receive, 8 million people jumping on their app overnight.
So I'm officially down to 0 followers on the live. So I guess I'm just going to pull out. I'm going to end the live, and then I'll probably never be able to get back on.
Nope, you'll be able to look at it, and it's done.
As soon as I ended the live, it said no internet connection.
Yep. It kicked me out and then gave me that. Yeah. Funny. We're done.
Wait a sec. I can get back into my messages and I can get into my profile. Sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. Law banning, yada, yada, yada. Okay. All of my content's gone, dude.
Yeah. Hopefully it comes back. We'll have to see.
Calvin.
Yeah.
All of my videos are gone, dude. Are you kidding me? Okay.
Well, I think they're still there. You just don't have access to the servers it's stored on. That's all.
Are they still there though?
I'm sure they are. I'm sure if they bring everything back up, those servers will go right back to talking to your profile. You'll see it again. I don't think it's not like someone physically went and deleted your videos off the hard drives. I'm pretty sure it's all still there. You just don't have access to it. It's like signing on to your own private server, Your internet signal between you and that server is turned off.
Yeah, hopefully that's all it is, because I'm telling you, man, a lot of videos. Holy crap.
Yeah, I hope so too, because man, they'd really mess up some creators, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Especially when you think about how many creators were under contract. with companies. You know what I mean? That said, hey, you're going to
Yeah.
produce so much content for me, help me
Yeah.
sell my product on TikTok Shop or whatever. And they're like, what do I do now?
Do you know how you've always heard, or I've always heard anyway, and maybe you haven't, but I've always heard that if you took all the money, you know, that there was and you like split it evenly somehow to everybody, that within a couple years, given a regular capitalist society like we have, given a couple years, it would all be right back in the hands of who has it now, right? You've
Right.
always heard that. So, like, if you had, like, if this TikTok ban ended up becoming like a great reset and everybody's content was gone, then a year from now, all the creators who are huge, they would be huge again because they
I think
know
they
how
would
to grow
too.
that following. But us little guys that were kind of on the rise,
Yep. We
it'd
gotta
be
start
so
over.
cool because we'd all start back at zero. You know what I mean?
But we know, I look at these content creators, some of them that are that good deserve to be that good. They know the tricks, that they know how to
Absolutely.
edit, you know, they know how to
Yeah.
design it. They've got that picture and you can learn from them. And I
Yeah.
really think it's a skilled trade. I really do.
Oh,
Like
no,
that
trust
guy,
me, some of them are
Justin
great.
Danger, you know?
Oh, Justin Danger Nunley.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
his
he's so
stuff,
good.
it's thought out. He's
Yeah.
really thought out what he's going to do. And, you know, I don't think that guy's ever been banned one time, never been flagged one time. He's never crossed any lines that they
Probably.
could report him and take him down.
Yeah. Dude,
That's
there's
how
a
good of a
lot.
content creator he is, you know? He didn't have to make someone angry in order to like his content.
Yeah, his stuff's hilarious. And
Mhm.
then I watch a lot of couples too, you know, that are really funny. I can't remember their
Oh, yeah.
name, but there's this girl and her husband's the guy who like loves mustard. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No,
Like
I don't
he
know
has
that one.
infatuation with mustard. He calls it the most versatile condiment. Dude, they're
No, I haven't
hilarious,
seen that
dude.
one.
God, I can't remember their name, but they're so funny. I watch a couple of different ones like that, but those people, man, they've got the personality and the ability and the know-how of editing and whatnot.
And, you know, talking about this band, like the person you're talking about, oh, TikTok, you know, something else will happen. Well, like we were talking the other day about that guy like SB Mowing and,
Oh yeah,
you know, and the pressure washing. And then you
yeah.
got the guy that does the mechanics. He drives around in his van, Matt, and he helps people work on their cars and gives them good deals. Those creators, they've made their living off of it.
Mhm.
You know, they have helped a lot of people doing it through this app. I
Yeah,
don't know.
what's
It's
SB
hard to
Mowing? Well,
imagine.
actually, you know what? I think SB Mowing's on YouTube as well, I believe.
I'm sure he is.
I think he is.
I'm sure I could find him on Facebook Reels right now if I looked for him. Because
Yeah,
most of those creators, once they got successful on TikTok, they were able to share their content across multiple platforms. The bad thing is Reels, because it's Meta and Instagram and all that, they're not going to pay them that kind of money. They're might throw them a few cents like Spotify does me. They're not going to pay me. There's a big difference between selling a CD for $10 to someone versus getting 0.003 cents every time someone plays it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and so that's what's going to happen. They're going to get that 0.003 cents streaming fee that Meta puts out, where TikTok would have given them, you know, way more for their content. So we'll see.
Sorry, TikTok isn't
Anyway,
available.
brother, I think I'm going to step down here and call it a night. I don't have no one to interact with right now. And
Yeah,
I'm going to go
agreed.
tell my wife about what happened.
Yeah, I'm going to go. Well, I don't know. I'm going to watch YouTube Reels, I guess. Is that
Yeah,
what
you
it
can
is?
go watch YouTube Reels or
YouTube Shorts. There you go. That's what it is.
catch up on your favorite television show. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Either. All right. I'll talk to you. I'll call you. I know you're working tomorrow, but I'll give you a call and we'll figure out what we're going to do for tomorrow night.
Sure. We'll figure something out.
All right. Have a good one. Let's see. Hey, for whoever is watching on Facebook and YouTube, thank you guys for watching. We'll be back on. And even if TikTok comes back, we may still be, doing some of this Facebook stuff and some of this YouTube stuff. We may try to branch out a little bit just so that if it happens again in the future, we'll be a little more diverse. So yeah, appreciate you guys.